Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back for another brand new video. It's a brand new aftermath. We're all smiles for a minute, so let me introduce the man that's going to be with me, and that is Snags. Snags channel Snags.
Good evening, everyone.
Can you hear me? That was weird.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry, that was a bit. That was right. We'll just try that again. We'll edit all this out. Snags channel Snags.
Hi.
Short and sweet, mate.
Aye.
Are you saving all your words for the players, are you?
I'm trying not to get angry at you, mate, to be honest. So, because you fucking blanked me on match day. Just so you're aware, listeners and watchers, do you know what? He had the opportunity to see me on match day and he blanked me. He went home. Didn't even text me to say he wasn't seeing me. Just
my fucking phone was gone.
Whatever.
I wasn't until I got in my car, until I started charging it when I was sitting in my car.
Mate, you know how this works. You're in a stadium full of 40,000 people. You just turn to the guy next to you and go, tell Snags I'm not meeting him after the game, pass it on. That's what you've got to do.
It'd just be like Chinese whispers, Mexican wave of knowledge.
You didn't even do that. By the time it got to me, it would be Snags as a banger. Pass it on.
Did you not see when we scored, like, made it 1-1, I took my top out and it just had higher Snags on it. I was like holding up to the camera. I was like, Snags.
No, I was busy, mate.
You're busy. Well, it didn't last very long, but I'm sure we'll get there. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everyone for joining in. We've already got 155, I like that, 155 viewers in the first minute or so. Tremendous. Absolutely awesome. It's going to be a very disappointing game. And what do you want to do tonight? Do you want to tell them how you feel about the game, or are you just going to do it like you usually do in between when you're talking to the players?
I'm happy to go in between, to be honest. I don't want to get the pod off on a wrong footing. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure I'm mirroring the thoughts of 99.9% of the people in the chat anyway. So let's go. Right, let's start off with the very first player, and that's going to be the goalkeeper, obviously, as we usually do. I've went the last few times, but I always start with Fods. I'm going to give you and that way I can start off with like Tav and everything like that. So I'll let you go on this time. Fods. Okay, so I gave Fods a 6. And I think on reflection that's maybe a tad generous, but he did have a couple of good saves in the first half, where we were exposed at the back. And we'll talk about that in a bit. But the thing that really fucked me off was how easy he's beaten from long range shots into the corner. I was talking about this on Twitter today, and it's like, right, you can see McGinn's got a free run from the centre of midfield, and that's on Sean Goss because he's meant to be tracking him. He sort of starts a diagonal run, and then it's almost like he can't be asked, and then the defence does its job and squeezes him out to the corner of the box, and then he takes his shot, and at that point, Fodringham's either got to come forward and close his space down, or make sure he's prepared for a shot across the goal. Does neither, and it's it's on him. So that's why he's got a 6, and actually I probably would -1, give him a 5 on that. Yeah,
well, that's a wee bit closer to my score. I give him a 4. And my kind of notes, because obviously I was taking notes well at the first half, but then it died, so I kind of had to go home and like sort of reflect on a lot of it. So maybe that's why I'm a wee bit harsher. I gave him a 4 because I said he made a couple of good early saves, especially that one where he kind of just palmed it away for the Hibs player. But after that, how bad was his fucking kicking, mate? How many times did he kick the ball out of play or overhit someone? Or
distribution was terrible, and there was a point where he waited actually for somebody to get into position, and he kicked it straight to a Hibs player. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Because I think that's when we were losing, and he just took ages to kick, and we're like, fucking day, son, and he just kicks it straight to a Hibs player. I think Martin was the end that covered back on that. 4, mate. I just thought it was garbage, and it really annoyed me because I love Fods, but just seeing that, like how did he not save that first gen? It's just his position was dreadful. We all know what was coming. You came here, McGinn's gone. Does it all the time. And he's like the fucking shit guy in pro clubs. Just position was shocking. And the penalty, he died the right way. I always say if you died the right way, you should save it. I don't know if that's even overly critical, but how the fuck did it go in, Snags?
I don't know.
Like, did it go through his hands? Because I've not seen that again. I'm too depressed to see it.
I was expecting it to go in, to be honest. As soon as he stepped up, I thought they're going to score this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just one
that just God hates us, that's why. So yeah, I give him a 4, you give him a 6. Let's see what the chat are thinking. I'll quickly read through some of them. Oh fuck, why do I always pick the hardest name? Is that Gustavus? Do you see it? Gustavus? 5?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a real name, everyone. I'm not making that up. Ryan Dunbar, shout out to him. He gives him a Fords a 6. Ranger Football Club gives him a 4.5. Beth gives him a 5. And Jason Ford, with a 00, gives him a 6. Right, let's move on to the Blue Cafu, the man that we all love, who's probably our both player of the season, maybe joint McIndeas, maybe. It was a poor one. Very, very poor. I give him a 5. And I don't know if that's generous or not. I'll wait to hear what yours. I thought he'd done a couple of good crosses and everything like that. And again, that saves his rating. And he wasn't bad the whole game. But I just thought every time like Hibs seemed to attack him. He just seemed to get beat, and he was struggling with the physicality and the penalty. Just what the fuck is he doing? Was it within 60 seconds of the goal?
I was the same. I gave him a 5 as well.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, for me, some of his, you know, his crushes that he's well known for being really good. Some were really badly overhit. And obviously, like you say, the penalty, fucking hell. I mean,
Scott Allen team, mate. You ken what he's going to do.
Do you know what, right? Hats off to him for being honest about it, saying, look, you know, hold my hands up. It was a bad thing to do. And you know, I know it was my fault. But for me, it's not even the fact that he's made it easy for him. It's the fact that Scott Allen's on the turn, and Tavernier at that point can just put his arms up like that. But he doesn't. He chooses to kind of almost get him into a headlock and pull him. Makes it easy for the referee. So, you know, and you know, you could argue the referee was looking to give something against us anyway.
We won't get there. We'll fucking get there.
But you know, I'm not a fan of the victim mentality, because you know we should have been out of sight, and that was 100%. Our opportunity to do it. And we knew at that point, you know, that our friends across the city were obviously 1-0 down, so it's even harder to take on that, you know.
Yeah.
So
it's pathetic. A lot of people are saying 5s. Let's see what else you're thinking. Give me. Or Josh Thompson says that was worst Tav performance since Warburton days. Can agree with that. That was a Warburton Tav performance. The penalty, I just didn't understand. You can't what Scott Allen's going to do. He's running away for goals, Snags.
I know.
Where the fuck is he gone?
Nowhere, exactly. So all Tav's got to do is just minimise the space that he's got. He didn't even have to touch him.
No.
And that fucked me off. But you know, somebody said on Twitter, I think it might have been Stu Hamilton. Big shout out to Stu. He basically said, you know, we gave Scott Allen a platform. And I read that a few times. I was thinking, do you know what? I'm not too sure about that. But see, actually, when you watch the game back and you see, we'll talk about this in a bit, I'm guessing, when we get to Graham Murray. But our tactics were all wrong. We were trying to play a standard kind of wing back high press, where you got Goss and Holt in midfield, but they were pressing high as well. So there's literally a fuck ton of space in behind where John McGinn and co are having a fucking picnic and that. You know what I mean? Whilst we're fucking trying to press high, and it just didn't work, and it took too long to change. But you know, again, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's fucking move on before I kill somebody.
Oh well, this is just going to make me even worse. So I'm glad it's you. Go with David Bates. How did you feel about David Bates?
I'm going to say that my rating for Bates is probably higher than yours, judging from what you've just said. I gave David Bates a 6, and do you know what? I thought he handled everything that came towards him pretty well. Him and Declan John, I think, maybe gave the ball away a couple of times because they're not well known for their accurate passing into the channels. But other than that, I thought he was pretty solid. To be fair, he got his head on the end of everything, made some good challenges. So I gets a 6 for me.
6. I gave him a 5. I kind of just say my fun recap. I just wish we could play against Aberdeen, because they always seem to have a really good. Where the fuck's that, Bates? I thought that, I don't know who he was. I know Hibs had a lot of players substituted out and they were all injured. They were kind of like stopgaps. You do whatever you want. I didn't know who the fuck was playing up front for them. And I just thought, like, every challenge he went, he kept niggling at Bates. I don't know if that was affecting Bates. That he didn't look quick. He didn't look assertive. The longer the game went on, I thought the weaker he got. See, the first 10 minutes or so, it looked like a fucking tower, and I was like, here's Bates. And then he started getting niggles, and then I think he just slowly crumbled and got worse and worse. 5 maybe isn't necessarily a really bad score, because like I said, he did have okay moments, but I just thought he was one of the weakest points in our defence.
Agreed. And you know what's really fucking annoying is, you know, everybody knows that Hibs have got a really, really good midfield, right? There's no doubt about that. They're one of the best midfields in Scotland right now.
Easy.
And it was really, really weird because obviously we're lacking players like Ryan Jack, Dorrans, McCrory, and you know, we don't kind of have that sort of defensive mid in the hole, if you like, and that was clear in this game. But what really fucked me off was that we were playing like, whenever Declan John went forward or James Tavernier went forward, then you've got Jamie Murphy, Josh Windass on occasion, and Daniel Candias coming back into the centre to cover. That's just fucking stupidity, suicide, one might say. So for me, that was really frustrating. But you know, like I alluded to before, we were pressing too high, and it was clear that, you know, Jason Holt wasn't talking to Sean Goss and vice versa, because the pair of them were in the same position almost at the same time, which, you know, allowed Hibs to get in behind and allowed them to play, and that's exactly what we didn't want to do. So very tactically naive, and just an all round fucking me off.
Well, this guy, there's obviously a Hibs fan in it. He's not been wide, so we're not roasting like we've done Aaron Doyle. He's K-Rob 1989. He says it was Canberra, that number 22, that kept giving Bates a hard time, and I just thought, yeah, he did. He fucking just Bates just got worse and worse. It was like he started losing all his confidence. So that was my rating. A lot of people's giving him 5s and all that stuff I can see there. Let's see. Peter Ramsey even goes as low as 3, mates. He was very poor. So I think we're kind of in the same lines there. Let's go with Russell Martin. Now, Russell Martin, I don't know if you see my fan recap yesterday, Snags. I said 2 players played well. Martin was one of them. I thought he'd done okay. For me, it wasn't necessarily an amazing performance, but I thought I thought everyone in the defensive line had a bad game, bar him. So I actually gave him a 7. I don't know if that's going to be too high. Like, I just thought when we needed him, like, he didn't take any risks, but like, he kicked the ball when he needed to be. He seemed to be in the right place at the right time. He was trying. He was fucking shouting at Bates. He was shouting at Tav to come back. He was trying to move it to Declan John faster. You see him doing like this all the time to Fords. Well, I saw it anyway. Like, fucking come on, where's urgency? Yeah. And it looked like he was trying to be a leader there, but just no one was listening to him. So I gave him a 7.
I gave him a 6. So
okay.
Pretty much for the same reasons. I feel that Russell Martin's somebody that's really grown into the Rangers shirt, and I'm quite excited for the future for him, and I hope we can hang on to him, because he absolutely leads from the back. Like you say, he's shouting at people, telling them what to do, urging players on, and that's exactly what you would expect from somebody who has and will be a captain at some point, I'm sure.
100%, yeah. He's kind of what I thought Bruno Alves was going to be. Just see, like, I was watching him quite a lot because I was obviously intrigued because he's a new player. I've not seen him play like live, and he just seemed to be always talking. There was no 1 minute where he had his head down, or he was looking away. He was screaming at people and even shouting directions for his centre back. And I was like, fair play to me, I like that. Again, he wasn't perfect, but he was fucking against basically 2 Hib strikers with no other defenders on him. So I gave him a 7. Let's see what the other people's thinking there. Why do I always pick the fucking hard names? Is it Zay? Gives him a 7. Ethan Hamill gives him a 6. Kyle Lucas gives him a 7.5. Johnny McDougall says, aye, Martin was a 7 for me as well. DJ, and I'm interested to see what you've got to say about him. How did you feel about little DJ?
Gave Declan John a 5. I thought, what I was saying earlier, I thought some of his passing was pretty poor, but to be fair, he was always hungry for the ball and always hungry to charge forward, and I like that about him. He's got a really good engine. Whilst he didn't particularly contribute too much in the forms of bench splitting passes and stuff like that, I always think that him and Murphy are forming a really good connection, and hopefully
it's going to take time. Yeah,
exactly. So I can't be too harsh on him, but I think 5's probably a fair rating.
Well, if we had like the wee whistle or the wee fucking thingamabob, would the Babe went with that? Because I gave him a 5 as well. Where is it, eh?
I don't know. It is somewhere.
Fucking hell.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Right, it's all right. We'll just slowly talk to everyone. Let's see what Greg 1872 gives him a 5.5. Blue Noves gives him a 4. Robert Edgar gives him a 6. Let's see. Andy Walls gives him a 6. Sam Smith gives him a 4. Lewis Wordy a 6. I'll give you my ratings really quickly. I give him a 5. Ooh, you bastard. Nice one. Yes, we've got it back. There it is, the channel. It's on. So I gave him a 5, Snags.
Yeah.
Now this is the part where you blown it.
Oh, sorry.
Right, 5. It's hard to have fun when you're this sad. Declan John, I gave him a 5. I thought towards the second half when we started actually growing into the game, I thought he got better. One of the few that actually got better as the game went on, and he started doing a couple of runs, but he just seemed to make the run. And then I don't know what was going on. We just kind of hesitate. If it was a wee bit quicker, I thought maybe we could have created anything. But he seemed to run. Then when he got to like the edge of their box, he was like, right, what did I do now? And then shipped off. So that was my one wee decline about him. And again, I didn't think he was very good defensively, if I'm honest with you. I know he's not a great defender, but I wasn't overall impressed with him at all. So I gave him and Tav probably their worst 2 games, if I'm honest with you. Comfortable with that with the season. Right, moving on to Jason Holt. And I know Mark Menzies is probably in the chat. I'm not sure if he is. I've not seen his name pop up yet. He loves Jason Holt. There was a lot of discussion online. Should Holt be dropped for Doherty? That was one of the things before the game started. And a lot of people was like, no, give it to Holt. And honestly, I think this is Holt's worst performance this season.
Yeah.
I gave him a 3. And that may be mega harsh. I've never seen someone who bullied so much in my life. That was horrific, mate. And I'm sorry. I like Holt. I love Holt. I just thought he was really, really bullied. And for Scott Allen to be given that much space each and every single time he had the ball is just unforgivable for me. He's been wearing the captain's armband. Surely he can see that that's a problem, and he should have the fire to go, right, I'm going to go and fucking nail this guy. Be a Souness, be a Thompson, go and nail him. Put the marker down for the rest of the team to inspire. But but just none. Him and Sean Goss was just floating about the midfield. There you go, Scott Allen. Do your wee fucking pirouettes. So 3 before I go any further. 3.
I gave him a 5 because I'm not a harsh cunt like you. But no, I totally agree with that. And like I alluded to earlier, you know, him and Goss were basically in the same position all the time, which obviously allowed Scott Allen to basically a platform to be, you know, give us fucking the finger pretty much, which was exactly what we didn't want him to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, you know, if you're wearing the captain's armband, you should be organising. And I didn't see any evidence of that.
No.
So that's pretty much on him. And as for dropping him for Doherty, I think that's a fantastic idea because when Doherty came on, he was already an impact, and the guy's a fucking powerhouse. You know what I mean? And
he's a tank, mate. I never knew he was that big. See, I actually seen him in person. He looks a lot like beefier and everything that. And I think he was only for like 15 minutes, and I think he looked. He done more in 15 minutes than Holt done the entire game.
He did, and you know when he went for his medical, the doctor said he's one of the fittest players he's ever assessed, and he's built like a middleweight boxer. That was his words.
It's good enough for me, mate.
So, he's a fucking hoose. The guy is a hoose.
Hoose. So let's see what other people was actually thinking in the comments. Give me your Holt rating really quickly. I know there's a bit of a delay in the stream, but give me your Holt ratings. Let's see what the first one that I can see is. Robert Stewart gives Holt a 4. John Ross gives Holt, I love him, but he gets owned too much. He's a 5 for me. Peter Ramsey says Holt a 4, his worst game that he's played for Rangers. That's harsh. Maybe that actually is right enough. And Mark Menzies, oh yes, Mark Menzies, that's a good one. You're joking. It was Goss that was letting Allen have 4 yards of space. I knew you'd do that. Fucking knew it. Holt's good to have the responsibility as the Rangers captain. He go and close that down, Mark. Come on. Right, let's move on to the next person, and it's the goal scorer, Sean Goss, the free kick maestro. I think it's your turn to go next, I believe. Yeah, it is.
I gave Sean Goss a 6. I felt he was always an attacking threat, and you know, some of his balls in behind the defence were absolutely sublime. The guy's got the sweetest left foot on the planet, and I love his work ethic. However, when it comes to transition phase, where we have to defend, he doesn't seem to have either the acumen to follow it through, or he's just no there yet. He's no complete. And you know, the understanding of what his job is when the ball switches play. So for that reason, I couldn't be too harsh on him. But and obviously, Jason Holt has a responsibility to marshal him as well, and I don't think
he's the captain.
Well. So yeah, exactly. So I think a 6 for Goss is a fair mark.
I give him a 5. But basically, I can't. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry, channel. Honestly, Jesus Christ, this is like a Celtic podcast. Not that I've seen one.
Just every Rangers player one.
I've no idea what it's like. But...
I don't even care if Celtic, if there is any, like, whatever. Right, Goss, and the reason I gave him a 5 in my exact notes were, I just thought defensively he was horrific. He just didn't look like he came up today. Just horrific. And again, I kind of touched on that with Holt. I just thought him and Holt just never took the responsibility. They saw what was happening. We could all see what the fuck was happening. The fans were shouting, closing down. McGinn's goal was absolutely disgusting to watch. Because how much space do you want to fucking give him? Like, it's embarrassing. Nobody put the... And I'm not sure if it was Holt that closed it down towards the end or it was Goss. I can't really remember. I apologise about that. But just put a bit of more effort and good going forward. Like you say, he's got a good passing range. His first free kick, I thought he should have hit the target because remember, hit it wide. And that was in a really good position. But again, that's it. His actual goal was top class. But he needs to improve. And if he's going to play CDM, he needs to play like a centre defensive mid and do some tackling and get in the right place as well. So that was just my thoughts.
Well, I don't think his job was CDM. I think him and Holt were just literally playing central midfield, which was fucking stupid, naive.
Yeah, they should have been playing. But I just think it was overly negative by the team anyway. Like, I can get towards that when we're speaking about money. I just never liked the setup against Hibs at home. You're playing. I just didn't like it, mate. No. It was just a weird fucking setup. But yeah,
it was almost arrogance, you know, and we can't, you know, obviously we do have to have confidence at home, but you can't fucking be that disrespectful to the opposition because they'll punish you, and that's exactly what they did.
Just looked like a lazy teammate. Like, just he's went, that'll do. Like, he fucking just picked him on a guess who board. I want to quickly read out a couple of comments though from John Ross, who's watching live. He gives them a 5. Bluefield says 6 all day. Done a good shift. Okay, fair enough. Dylan Sharpley says gives him a 6, and I think that's all I can see. Do you see any more than mate? My stream's kind of fucking frozen.
Shug the world is flat. That's a great name. 5.5.
Right.
Goss is better than Doran, says Alan RFC, and Ross Watson says I miss Pedro. Fuck.
Oh, fuck off, Ross.
Come on, mate.
My screen was frozen, and then the first one that popped up was fucking Ross's Pedro comment. I was like, no wonder it froze. Jesus Christ. Right, let's go with Candeas, and is it me first, eh?
Yeah, it's me.
I can you love Candeas. I kind of want to hear what you say about him first, because I didn't want to influence you, and I'll go next with Windass.
How's it going to influence me? I've already put my score down, you fucking weirdo. That's
in case you just try and change it. Right.
Why would I do that?
I think he was bad. I think he's terrible. 5. I give him a 5.
6.
Did you? Oh, okay, fair enough. Right. I was thought you were going to go high, like a 7 or 8 or something like that. I was like, oh, this could be awkward. I just thought that was one of his poorer games again, especially the running form he's been on. He's done a couple of good challenges. I put there, worked hard, won the ball back a couple of times, but I put in like brackets, but he did give the ball away in the first place. So kind of swings and roundabouts with that one. I just never liked his performance. He just never looked comfortable every time he got the ball. He just never was running at them at all. Jamie Murphy, say what you want about him, and a lot of people slagging his first touch, but at least he was running and trying to work the ball. And Candeas seemed to be Stoughton cutting inside or waiting for Tav to do the work today on that game. Sorry, so 5.
That's fair enough. And see, before we move on, I just want to quickly touch on Sean Goss's free kick. Obviously, I saw it live from the stands, like right. So I was basically up in Bar 72, like right on the fucking halfway line, so I could see right down the tunnel. Yeah. But you don't appreciate the flight of the ball. I kind of had a feeling it was going to go in, but see, since I've seen the replay and you watch, the ball literally starts up straight like that, and then it's like fucking a big massive gust of wind hits it, and it goes right so quickly and then dips right in the top. It's fucking a thing of beauty, man. It's the most beautiful free kick I've seen for a long time from a Rangers player. James Tavernier, obviously. One against Hibs last time I brought some.
That was six illustrious, yeah.
Good time. So anyway,
Candeas.
Moving on. 6.
Just a 6. Let's see what everyone else is sort of thinking. Hey, we've hit over 100 likes already. Shout out to them. A lot of the chat saying, yes, fucking easy, lads. Let's get to 200. That's right. Right, so let's read out some of your ratings now for Candeas. I'm trying to find any. Glasgow Ranger fans gives him a 7. Okay. Bluefield says 5. Not the best day he's lost on the wing. That's surprising. Alan Darrock, 6. I think I've nailed that name, but snags. I think I nailed it. Stu Miller says he was lucky to get a 5 off. Okay, fair enough. Jesus, that's a bit harsh. Right, Joshua Windass. Good luck with this shit. No, good luck with that one, because half of fucking Twitter still arguing with each other. So on you go. I'm glad you're getting this one.
5.
Okay. Wow.
Joshua Windass a 5. I don't even know what to say. I went back to hating Josh Windass, to be honest. When you're fucking one-on-one with the keeper and the amount of time that he had, man, he should have put that away. I mean, I was just like, Josh, what are you doing? But seeing the first half, he kind of showed flashes of good stuff, you know. But in the second half, he just vanished, disappeared. And I felt that, you know, he was one of the contenders to get hooked at half time, really, if the manager had bollocks to change it.
Yeah.
Again, we'll get to that shortly.
Yo, don't worry, we'll get there. I kind of laugh, and one of the main reasons I was laughing there, just with what you said, and also everyone guessed my rating right at the very start. 3. I gave him a 3. Fuck me, mate. Do you remember just before he missed the one-on-one, he had another one-on-one where he kind of had a loose touch and it spilled to the... So I was like, right, he's missed that one, right? We'll shake that off. But how the fuck does he run? Make the angle worse for himself and then just slowly just drip it right at the goalkeeper. How the fuck do you do that?
Do you know what as well? I don't know if... excuse me. I don't know if anybody else on the channel saw this, but basically he retweeted, I think it was Rihanna's tweet or something like that. And it was like, if you're not having fun anymore, then it's time to move on. And I thought, you fucking prick. Do you know, he could have come out and said, do you know what, guys? I realised I didn't have the best game, but next week I'm going to fucking smash it and I'm going to work hard in training this week on, I don't know, one-on-one situations.
Finishing.
You know what I'm saying? I'll work on my finishing. Show a bit of fucking grit and positive, you know, attitude. And, you know, be a fucking servant to the football club you're playing for. Don't let people think that, you know, do you know what? I've had a bad game. I can't take the fucking heat, so I'm just going to fuck off now. Like, fuck you, prick.
I'm actually trying to find the exact words because it's literally what you just said. Right, here it is here because a lot of people's tagging me in it.
Jesse J, sorry, not Rihanna. Thanks, Peter M.
Yeah, so what the actual quote that he retweeted was, when the fear of getting it wrong outweighs the fun of getting it right, it's time to move on. Just move on then, mate. If that's your loser mentality, just move on. Honestly, that's just shocking to say that. And I backed him, mate. You can't have. I talk about him all the time, even when he's playing shite. But if that's what he kens what he's doing, mate. He kens what that tweet's going to do. And that's just not the right message. Be a man. Be Tav. come out and apologise. What he should have done is, sorry, blah, 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 we've let everyone do, and blah, blah, I'll work on it, we'll make it right on Tuesday. Be a man. Didn't he be a wee bitch and retweet something like that? That's just shite. Exactly. And I love Windass Day. And like I love all his ups and his downs. I think he's a terrific player, but fuck's sake, grow up.
Aye. Agreed.
Grow a pair of balls. So I gave him a 3, mate, and he was lucky to get it. I see if I knew he said that hangy before I gave him a rating, I'd have given him a 1. Because that's how much I was fucking hated that quote when someone sent me it. So yeah, what's the chat's thinking about that? I know there's a wee bit of delay, but I'll read out some of your comments. But let me know what you're feeling about Windass retweeting that. Do you think it's just a innocent lyric thing, just trying to play devil's advocate, or do you think that's made of a message that maybe he's on a wee huff because we're all moaning at him, he wants to go? Prick. Let's see what other people are saying. Leon Pride gives him a 4 out of 10. Kyle Lucas says 3. He disappeared in the game. And a lot of people were saying round where I was sitting. I was obviously sitting in Gregco's seat, so shout out to Gregco. A lot of people were saying as soon as he missed that chance, he just died off. Because he was having a good like first 15, 20 minutes. He was making runs. After that, it was like he hid. He's like, Ken, I'm having a bad game here, and he knew it. Callum Swan gives him a 2. Jody Woods gives him a 2. Andy Taker says, after what I've just heard, gives him a 3. Tidy. What do you think about that, Snags? Like, your honest opinion. Do you think it's just an innocent lyric thing, just trying to play devil's advocate, or do you think that's a message to the Rangers fans?
I'm taking it as a message.
Yeah,
he's not a daft lad. Do you know what I mean? And I think he knows what he's doing by retweeting that. So, and if he thinks it's funny, then he should fucking take a long, hard look at himself.
Yeah.
It's very, very disappointing.
Yeah, that's the perfect word. It's honestly disappointing. It's actually really hurt me because it only happened I only been sent the tweet about 20 minutes ago, and I just went, fuck's sake, Josh, man, come on. Right, let's just move on for that anyway, because watch, he'll score a hat-trick next week, and he'll be cool again, but...
I was fucking sticking up for him.
So was that?
On Friday, actually, and I was saying, you know, I do believe that he's in talks on getting a new deal, and fucking Dean Windass tweeted back saying, yes, he is. Do you know what I mean? I thought, right, that's me done a bit there, and then he fucking comes out with that. Well, it's not happening again, you wee prick. Fuck off. You get one chance. You get one chance of me, and see when you fucking blow it. That's it. So now I fucking hate him, and he's going to be -2 every week, just so you're aware.
Aye. So if he scores 5 goals and he should be a 10, Snags is going to give him an 8 because whatever he scores should be. It's going to be a -2 just off that score.
Hashtag must try harder.
I love that. That was like a wee bit of a Snags fan rant there, mate. Holy shit!
No having it.
To be fair to him, like anyone that can Snags, he does give you like on it. He'll do anything for you, but if you fucking cross him, he'll give you one more chance, and if you fuck it up, that's it. It's gone, mate. You're gone. Can you stop talking the now, CJ Novo? I need a shite. Aye, mate. On you go. Aye, we'll all revene in about 5 minutes, Snags.
Aye, mate. I'll do some music.
No worries. Adam Smith. On you go. Man, if we did just a whole 5 minutes. Welcome back. We can continue. Right. Let's move on to Jamie Murphy, because that was my other player that I say has got the 2 passing marks, and I'm not sure how you feel about that. I also gave him a 7 out of 10. That maybe again. Was you in my match? Yeah. I just thought he saw what was happening and he really tried. He kind of rallied. He kept skinning Hibs players. He kept getting fouled. The referee wasn't blown for a foul, but he got up. He kept trying. Blah blah blah, and all this shit. I've got real pet peeves. See when we get a throw in, and we could take a quick throw in on the right hand, but then we wait for Tav to come and throw it, or Declan John kept wanting to run and take it. Jamie was like, "No, I'll just fucking throw you the ball. Why do you need to take the throw ins?" I love that. He was like, "No, just fucking get the ball and let's play." So shout out to him. He got urgency and he was the only one that kept really trying. And that cross for Candeas, fuck me, what a cross that was. How Candeas just hit that straight at the goal, I'll never know. Aye, so 7 for me, mate.
Agreed. Absolute stellar effort from the kid. Really positive going forward. Taking a man on. Like every time we got the ball, I'm shouting, take him on. And he fucking, you know, he never let us down. He never let us down. And he's somebody that I'm really excited about. You know, he's starting to get that match sharpness back, and that was evident in the Hibs game. And obviously, we've got a game on Tuesday. Tuesday. And then Sunday again. So this run of games is perfect for the guys that were bedding in, which is superb. And it's mixed opposition as well, which I think works really well. And Murty and Martin, like you say, are the 2 guys that are sticking out. And I hope we can take a more positive attitude into Tuesday and get a good result. So well done, Jamie Murphy. Well done.
Shout out to him. Someone was asking who's on your half and half scarf. You're actually starting to get a bit of heat for it, but I think it's a good half and half scarf, isn't it?
So it's the only half and half scarf on the planet that I'll ever allow, and it's when we played Charleston Battery in the pre-season in the States, and I got Driggs to send it to me. Fuck Driggs, he sent it to me. So in fact, I'll get it. I'll show you.
Get it out. That's it. So a lot of people's like, what's this half and half scarf pish? It's actually a good thing, and it's from our American. Well, he's not my friend. I hate him. It's fuck Driggs, but at the same time, he snags his pal. Let's see.
You see that?
Oh.
It's upside down. There you go. Charleston battery.
Sexy, mate. Sexy.
There you go.
Right, let's see what other people's actually thinking. Shug gives him a 7.5. Muffy gets a 7 from Adam Smith. Oh, he's back. Adam Smith, he must have finished his shit snags. He's back.
Oh, nice.
Muffy 7. I hope you wash your hands before you start typing.
I have a t-shirt, by the way, just so you're aware.
Leon Pride gets a 7. And Kyle Lucas says 7. He was the only forward actually running at defenders and taking them on. 100% agree with you.
Yeah,
fucking 100%. Yeah, he should have been assist. The only downfall, and I'm just going to touch on it because I have mentioned it before, his first touch was quite poor, I thought. Like, he seemed to have a really loose first, like Lukaku-esque. But I don't know if that's a wee bit of rust. Again, he's not played many games. I'm sure that'll get better. But yeah, he was getting a lot of heat for that, for the fans. But, mate, you can't. He was the only one literally trying. Right, let's move on now and go with you. I'm so glad it's you. Morelos. Here we go. Here we fucking... I can't wait for this.
6.
Oh, I mean, a 6 for you, giving Morelos. I ken that's good for you, but that's too high. Continue, though.
Fuck you. So, Morelos' goal that was disallowed fucking answers on a postcard. Apparently, it was because of an infringement the referee spotted. I've watched it back about 300 times. I can't see anything wrong with it. He's definitely not offside.
Are you fucking shitting me? That was an infringement?
Yeah.
Somebody told me it was offside, and I was like, oh, fair enough. I never seen it then.
Nah, it's no offside. It's fucking bullshit. The ref put in his report that it was an infringement. So,
oh my fuck my life.
Aye. So, you know, he scored a goal. That's good. That's
you bastard. You bastard, and you've got something. Oh.
So, to come back to what you said, I think that warrants a 6, to be fair. You know, it wasn't his fault that the referee's corrupt. But, you know, at the start of the second half, he should have been hooked, and Graham Murray should have had the balls to do it, and unfortunately he didn't. He allowed him to play on, and he just faded further and further away into the game. So, I wasn't that impressed with him, to be honest. I thought he did his usual kind of, you know, bully boy tactics, but he didn't really offer anything effective other than when he scored. But it was this one, so aye.
That's a bit awkward now. Right.
Aye, come on then.
Right. Right, here I go. So I gave Josh Windass a 3.
Yeah.
I gave Morelos a 4.
Oof.
And the reason I gave him a 4 is I thought he was really poor, mate. I can't, like you said, he scored there, but I felt he kept falling at the ground too much. And then, because he falls to the ground every single time, when he did start to get fouled, like the last 4 or 5 times where he was literally dragged to the ground, the ref never gave him it. And that's because you're fucking falling about like a deer, just like, he does what he does. He just keeps sliding about. There was one moment in the first half, don't know if you noticed this, where he kind of just dived to the ground. He was kidding on, he was hurt. And then he started getting booed, and then he got up and just ran off. Did you see that? Like the first 15 minutes, I was like, I hope Snags is the one guy I can hear clap. And he's like, that's Snags. Yeah, I thought he was dreadful. Like his link-up play, I don't think he put one past the Cummins. They just didn't look like they were just like, I'm not passing it fucking fuck Cummins. He could score here. And he missed it. I don't know why he missed that chance in the first half as well, where he had the defenders and the goalkeeper on the right-hand side of the goal because the goalie was scrambling. All you have to do is show a bit of composure. Just roll that another corner, Snags. It's easier. But he just drills it and just straight at the defender. I think it was either the defender or the goalie cleared it. Again, just how many times have we said, he had a lot of chances, but he missed them? Like, how many times can we say it? And like what you said the other day when we were having a discussion, that game he did score and we ended up getting the win, but I said there is going to be times where there is games where he misses and we lose, and literally 2 weeks later, I had him, so 4. And yeah, I feel a bit awkward now that I never knew his goal was incorrectly rolled off, but I'd have given him a 5 if he'd scored that.
A shout out to Curry Muncher and John Ross, who are both bursting for a pish but saying it's too good. I appreciate your commitment, lads. I'm on my second beer down through, so obviously the pish is building up.
Yeah, just stay in the bottle, mate. It's fine.
If you wait until I finish this one, then we could go together if you like, and then we can periscope each other, whatever you like. Let's do that.
I'll take my camera into the toilet. We can just make a party.
Nobody wants to see that, mate.
No, no one. No. So let's see what everyone's ratings are for Morelos. Again, you might have typed them in and I missed them while we were talking there, but fire them in and we're going to speak about Murty and the referee, which should be exciting. Dylan Sharkey gives them a 4 or a 5. He also gives him a 4 again. Kyle Lucas gives him a 5. I'm kind of agreeing with Kyle a lot. Callum Swan gives him a 4. Andy Wolves gives him a 5. John Fraser gives him a 6. Now it's the same as you. He says, but misses too many chances.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can find any more. Greg, 1872, gives him a 1. Kyle Lucas, oh yeah, sorry, you fired that one in. And Toxic Party also gives him a 5. So I think that's a fair. What was your overall reflection on the match, Snags? Is there anything that really annoyed you about the game, or just like a wee mini Snags recap?
Well, let's talk about Graham Murray, because that was for me the key factor in the game. I mean, obviously, you know, we look at the players on an individual and a team basis, but ultimately, I think the setup and shape cost us. And the amount of time it took to change said shape. Do you know? I was talking to a very good friend of mine, Alex McCoist, as we were going up the stairs back into Bar 72. He's actually Alan McCoist's boy, and he was saying the same. He's like, Holt and Goss leaving too much space in behind. If the manager doesn't change it at halftime, we're going to get punished. 100% correct. At halftime, Graham Murray should be thinking, right, Morelos' fucking head's gone, you know, too much space for the midfield. Here's what we need to do. Let's get Doherty and Cummings on, blah, blah, blah. You know, go through the motions. Everybody in the fucking park was thinking the same thing. And then halftime
God,
goes,
word for word what you said. Yeah.
And we're all like, what the fuck just happened? Like, you know, have his Snags fallen asleep? And his fucking chips and woken up. Like, no, mate, honestly, it was baffling. Absolutely baffling. And very, very naive and very surprising given what we've seen versus Aberdeen, for example, you know, versus Celtic away. It's, you know, that why all of a sudden has he become tactically naive? It doesn't make any sense. So there's obviously something going on. I don't know what it is, but you know, that's kind of my sort of recap of the game. But I gave Murty a 2. I felt he was very, very poor. I'm sure he was lovely to the people that met him after the game. I'm sure he was very nice and lovely. But you know, for me, I still don't think he's a very good man manager. I think he's more of a situational manager, shall we say? That's pretty much my thoughts on it, mate. And I really hope that, you know, we learn from it and go again.
We learn from it and go again.
Learn from it. But you know what? Just before you jump in, Simi wrote down his thoughts on a piece of paper and asked me to pass them on, and here they are, there for everybody to see. There, that's it. There, see what I say? Yeah. Wait,
it's blurry, mate. Even the camera doesn't want nothing to do with Simi. Look at him.
Dude, it's blank. Right, moving on. Your turn.
That is all Simi's fault. It's just nothing there, you know. Just everything but CJ. You should just put CJ in there because that's all he thinks about. Murty, I think this is the first time ever we've actually agreed on a manager rating, and I gave him a 2. And the reason I gave him, and I didn't want to go too low as first time ever. Oh, it took getting fucking beat off Hibs to get it. And the reason I gave him a 2 is exactly like you. I just didn't understand what the fuck he does. Why? I started to question the backgrounds and his staff. Where's Jim Nichol? But why do they not step up and say, mate, we need to make a fucking sub here? It's obvious. It's clear to fucking see. Everyone was speaking about Doherty on, Cummins on. Let's go for it. We're 1-0 doing it at that point. Let's go and get the game because we're losing it. Nothing happened. Naive. He waits and he waits. And I believe he only made the substitution. When did he make the sub? Was it just before we scored? Like about the 72nd minute or something like that?
It was definitely in the 70th minute.
How the fuck Windass remained on the field that long? I will never, ever know.
Unknown. I guess he was expecting him to maybe turn around, you know what I mean? But, you know, as he's shown in a lot of games this season, he kind of just fizzles out in the second half.
Yeah, the thing I didn't get is, why do we keep having these managers that just stick? Like, we had fucking Pedro where he started doing that with like Pena and everything like that. We just leave them on far too long. Why can we never just get a manager that makes the right fucking choices? Like, just ken your tactics.
No, he's so good. Our win ratio at Ibrox is 47%. That's fucking unbelievable. That is shocking.
Have you seen that he's already lost? No, it wasn't just the same amount of games as Pedro did before he got sacked. He's actually lost more in the league than Pedro has. And he's only played fucking about half the games Pedro did in the league, obviously. And he's already lost more than him. What?
Exactly. And do you know what's even more a fucking knife in the wind is, you know, he's now got Jimmy Nick as his assistant.
That's what I was saying.
And how he's no, you know, Walter Smith was at the stadium, Gazza's at the stadium. How they no fucking battering down the door saying, "What you doing, you fucking ball bag?" Do you know what I mean? It's unforgivable, mate.
My whole thing with Murty, right? Because there is, I can see it in the comments, and I've seen it in my tweet. I've even seen it in yesterday's. He says, "Aye, but CJ, you keep saying you like him. He's a nice. He's put in a bad position. Now I don't fucking care because now he's been given the permanent. Like, see when he was the temp manager, like just carrying in. fair enough, we could give him that, saying, oh, blah, blah, blah. But now he's officially the manager. We need to stop looking at him as a youth coach. Stop thinking him as nice Murty. He's the Rangers manager now, and he needs to be held to that standard. Because you know what I mean? He's not just the temp where we look for someone else or try and get McInnes in. He's the real manager. I'm sick of this. Oh, he's a nice guy, though, blah, blah, blah. No, he's a Rangers manager. Win fucking games.
Do you know, someone says... Curry Muncher says, I think he's scared to hurt the players' feelings by taking them off. Do you know what? See, if it was me, going back to Josh Windass, if I'd have seen that tweet, I'd have been going into work tomorrow, getting Josh Windass in the office and saying, see this? That's a fucking week's wages, mate. Get out.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? That's exactly what I'd do. Get the fuck out. Have a think about what you've done, and we'll talk again tomorrow when you've had time to assess the situation. And I'll have a think about what I'm going to do next. Do you know what I mean? He should have that kind of approach, because that's exactly what Walter Smith would do. But Walter Smith would do it without speaking. You just walk into his office and you'd know straight away.
Yeah.
Josh Windass would be saying week's wages, and he'd just nod like that, and that'd be it. Do you know what I mean? That'd be the difference.
See, when we played that first half, Snag, sorry to interrupt. See, do you think he went in there and started going, right, you fucking step up, you step up? I don't think he did. I think he just went there and be like, right, boys, let's see what we can do. Windass, you've got it in you. But like, that's what I expect him to do. Like, nicey, blah, blah. I don't think he's got that nastiness and aggression. Like, people used to fear going in and play. If you played bad half under Souness, Walter Smith, blah, 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 you can tell who you want. They feared getting shouted at and screamed at. Yeah. But Murty would be like, oh, good half. We're only getting beat 1-0. That's good.
You know what I mean? The thing is, you don't have to shout and scream. You just have to instill a bit of fear, and sometimes it's through a look, or it's, through a certain way that you communicate something. And I just don't think Graham Murty has that in him. And I've seen some tweets today saying, give him time, he's learning. Yeah. Like, hang on a minute. Do you know what I mean? What are you doing? Like you say, the guy's a Rangers manager. He's got a very experienced assistant manager with him now.
100%.
Who, should be helping to guide him if he's making decisions. And telling him where he's gone wrong. So I hope that happens over the next couple of days, and we see a rejuvenated Rangers side on Tuesday night. Because if we don't, we're in serious trouble.
I've just got to ask, like, why do we keep doing this? Why does he have like a good game and then where it looks like he kens what he's doing? Like against Celtic, he got his tactics fucking spot on, and even when Celtic adjusted, he adjusted against it. Done the same against Aberdeen. Where was the fucking adjustment?
Mate, against Aberdeen, we changed the fucking formation 4 times.
3 or 4
times. I mean, where has that gone? Like, is it just, that's it, done now, put it in a suitcase and fucking leave it?
Is that Walter said on text messages? Maybe he never had fucking signal because he was in the stand.
What even is that? I don't even know, mate. Unknown.
How can we play like that, man? We played really shite when Rickson was in there, and that fucking annoyed me. And now Gaza's there, and you play that bad again. I'm like, fucking just grow up a bit.
Bye.
Honestly,
I think people want us to move on, mate. That's the chat I'm getting. the vibe in the chat. So
is that it's just starting to get everyone starting to argue with each other, aye?
No, they're like, Snags, when you finish speaking, Greg 1872, Andy Taker. Let's get to the ref.
Right. Okay. So what was your 2-2, right? Referee, I'll let you go first because I'd ranted about 7 minutes yesterday. They didn't want to hear anything I've got to say about the ref. I'd done about a 7-minute monologue on him.
Right. Well, I'll keep it short and sweet. Whenever I see Willie Collum in charge of a game, fucking shit bricks, because at the back of my mind I'm thinking this is a guy who is qualified to referee Champions League games, and he gets picked on a regular basis to represent Scotland at World Cups and shit.
Didn't see that.
The guy who gave a penalty outside the box, I mean, that's it for me. That's rubber stamped on his fucking little P forehead for the rest of his entire life. But a lot of people say, Snags, Willie Collum has got an anti-Rangers agenda. Do you know what? He's just a shit referee. Yeah. And unfortunately, we gave him the opportunity he was looking for yesterday to give a decision against us, and it proved costly, unfortunately. And with referees like that, again, it's on the manager to communicate and say, look, this referee is known for blah, 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 and blah. Here's what he's likely to do in the match. Don't give him opportunities with this, and this, because, when you play FIFA and shit like that, it says referee of the game, blah, and here's his preferred style and stuff like that. I know it's just a daft wee in-game thing, but in real life, it's the same. The referee's got, I can't remember who it was, which referee it was, but they basically said that they go into the game with a pre-plan of what they're going to do. And that's not to say they're going to, they're going to give certain decisions or whatever, but there's certain things they're going to be looking for based on the team. And obviously the manager should be briefing the team on that and saying, this referee doesn't like high elbows, this referee likes to break up the play, so don't do this, and this. I don't think any of that happens. That's kind of my take on it. So that's my thoughts on Willie Collum.
I seen a lot of stuff as well, just to address some of the feedback, because I basically said he was corrupt and he was fucking awful, like honestly. And a lot of Celtic fans, I don't know why they were on a Rangers versus Hibs thing, but that's a different thing. They were like, "Aye, but remember in 2010 when Kirk Broadfoot tripped himself up and he got a penalty?" I'm like, mate, I'm talking about this fucking game. Like, why are you talking about, like, isn't it anti against Rangers because he gave something 8 years ago? Yep. I'm talking about the new, and this isn't the first time he's done it this season. He keeps making, he's so inconsistent. One's a foul, and then 5, the exact same challenge isn't a foul. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? He's just so arrogant. He's a prick.
No, agreed. And, just to kind of build on it a wee bit, I think what Mark Clattenburg was saying, thanks Josh Thomas for letting me know who it was. What he's basically saying is, look, I know that I've got Rangers this weekend, so I know that Alfredo Morelos is probably going to go down easier than he should.
Perfect.
So I'm going to look for that. I know that I don't know, Scott Allen might do the same because he's got a point to prove. So just fucking little things like that. That's going to form part of the referee's plan. And at half time, he's going to meet with his 3rd and 4th and 5th assistant and however many there are now, and they're going to say, what do you think of the game so far based on that assessment that we had? Is there anything in particular we need to look out for that I've not seen? Do you know what I mean? It's just smart fucking stuff like that they're going to be doing that obviously goes on behind the scenes that we don't see. So it's very easy for us to say, oh no, you should be reading that by the law and that's fucking bullshit. So there's always an opportunity, officials are human beings, they're going to make mistakes, but Willie Collum makes a lot. So it's not good.
Can I just ask, so do you agree with the penalty? Yeah, like it was a penalty.
Yes.
Yeah, I do as well. Because a lot of people, are just assuming Coswell lost the game because of a penalty. I've seen that in my comments as well. Oh, you blame the referees for everything when you lose. No, the penalty was a penalty. It's everything else that he fucking done wrong in the entire game.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking.
It was 100% a penalty. Like I said earlier on, James Tavernier, unfortunately, when Scott Allen goes to turn away from him, he keeps hold of him, and you can actually see him pull. You can see him pulling him, and like at that point, I'm fucking covering my eyes because you just know what's coming. He's given the referee a decision to make, and that's unforgivable. But fair play to him, held his hands up, didn't he retweet fucking Jesse J at the end of the game with some fucking bullshit. So for that he can live another day.
Oh mate, I love it. I've never seen you this angry before. It's brilliant. Oh, I love it because it's normally me and you're like, calm down, Craig, be professional. And you're like, I'd fucking fine him a month's wages. He'd never play again.
Mate, I had a fucking busy day at Ibrox on Saturday, all right? You know what I mean? And this is how the fucking country pay me.
Aye. Indeed, mate. So, wait, have I paused that yet? Right. Is there anything else you want to actually say on the game itself? Anything else step out that we maybe know I've covered before we basically finish up, actually?
I'm just hoping that we get a good result on Tuesday. That, for our sake and the fans' sake, please, Rangers, do the right thing. Don't fucking ruin it for us this season. When things were looking so promising, when Celtic lose to fucking Kilmarnock, and we can't capitalise on that. It's just, when I saw that result and we went into that game, and I was just like,
I was bouncing. I was literally bouncing with the people in the fucking stand.
I had a wee niggle in the back of my head, when you're just like, I'm not too sure if this is going to work. And, there we fucking go.
I want to quickly ask you, just see when you find out, because I can imagine obviously the Rangers players know Celtic drop points. How the fuck can a Rangers team start that slow and let Hibs boss the game when you've just found out Celtic's go beaten? You can close the gap. The fucking atmosphere in the crowd's buzzing. We're all singing, blah, blah, blah. That the players can just come out and be like, there's just something all right there. That's just
it's insane. And hats off to the fans, by the way.
Fantastic.
Large spells of the game, the atmosphere was incredible. Yeah. Obviously, I was adding to it as well. I lost my voice mostly. But no, it's always sad when the fans have to go home disappointed, and that's a shame. But fair fucking play.
And for the people that keep spamming me asking to ask the question, I will ask them just now. Would you start Jason Cummins and Docherty on Tuesday?
Docherty, yes. Cummins, no. Cummins is not match fit yet, but he should.
Is that because you love Morelos? No.
No. But Cummins should have come on at the start of the second half, because 100%. If anybody could have changed that game, it was him. When he come on, he was hungry. He's got a lesson. He's got a point to prove against his former club. But no, I think Cummins 60-minute sub or something like that. I think on Tuesday would be perfect, and then maybe the next game a whole half, and so on and so forth.
Build them up that way. Do you want to touch on any of the subs? Do you want to give them any ratings? Because we actually forgot about that, and I can't
just really Greg Docherty. Like I said earlier on, he came on, made an instant impact. He was bullying. He filled in with in that sort of defensive role that we were expecting Sean Goss to do. So hopefully Sean Goss looked to that and learnt a wee bit. Hopefully, and we'll take that into the next game and see how we go.
I agree. Doherty 100%. And Cummins just determined how fit he is. But I still don't think he's fully fit. And I think he's even admitted that himself. He needs to be there. We just need to be a wee bit patient. And to be honest with you, I thought he showed a bit of desire when he came on. He started chasing things down. I know he picked up a yellow card. And that was the only thing I cheered about in the last fucking 10 minutes, if I'm honest with you. Because I was like, at least... And he's gone like this. And he's like, fucking, come on. My thing that really annoys me with Jason Cummins, but it's not even because of him, he's making runs right in behind. Everyone fucking ignores him. Have you noticed this?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I really focused on it because I was like, oh, look at him. He's dipping it. He wants to run. But Goss would rather turn and pass it diagonal rather than slip fucking Cummins through. I'm like, that there's obviously, they're not there yet. They're used to working with Morelos. Morelos can do certain things. There needs to be that bond between the midfield and strike force because he's just making runs. Run. And you can see him. He's going like this. At one point, he turns around to the fan and gave it that. I don't know if you saw. He kind of went, he says, I'm fucking trying. Get what I mean? Like, he's just not passing to him.
No, definitely. No, agreed. It's a shame, but hopefully, you know, we need to learn a bit about him and he needs to learn a bit about us. So that'll come over time.
Did we make our free subs, by the way? And that loss? I don't think we did.
I think we only made 2. I think off the top of my head.
Because I ken you didn't like him and everything, and I'm sure the chat was. But see, when you're chasing the game and there's 2 minutes to go, would you not bring off maybe a defender or a midfielder and throw our other striker we're paying fucking 15 grand a week on? I ken you didn't like him, but is it no worth rather than just throw another person in the box? He'll occupy a defender, create space for someone else.
Well, let me play devil's advocate on that. How many times have we brought that certain person on this season and what difference has he made?
Aye, but to be honest with you, how many minutes does he actually get?
You can't say that. You can't say, Snags, shall we bring him on? And then me give you a question and you give me another question off the top of it.
I just fucking, you just done with me. You just done a political answer there. You like flipped it around on me. You're like, really? I just think though, maybe he doesn't necessarily score, or he's obviously not scored a lot, but what he does is create space for other people. And you saw Hibs, they were pinned in. You put him in the box, someone's got to mark him. They're not just going to leave him. Then that leaves Cummins open. That leaves Murphy open. That leaves fucking Morelos. That leaves someone open. Why do you not make your third substitution, Murray? What the fuck were you waiting on? And I just threw my mouse because I'm upset with that.
Good.
Thanks. I'm basically done now, actually.
Excellent.
I just wanted to talk about Big Sexy and give you one of these. Too sweet. You're welcome. See, when he goes, half my channel fucking patters away. Let's give me a stadium. Let's see if anyone else has got any last questions for us. Maybe if you see, I'll let you pick a last question, Snags. I'll give you the honours. So if you see anything there you want to talk about, and we'll wrap up.
It's all statements at the minute. So
it'll be about a 10-second delay. It'll be about
Pineapple Man says, Glasgow Rangers fans, well, somebody noticed me. I noticed you, mate, the whole time. Thomas Campbell says, Rossiter, if he gets fit, will make a difference. He's got a bit of dig, so really hope he gets a chance. Actually, on that note, Jordan Rossiter is he's gone away with the under-20s now, so he's basically part of their European football campaign, which I'll talk about again after the sponsor break. There's a couple of exclusives I want to give you, actually. John Roche, CJ hates Wallace. Herrera did get us to the semi-final, Snagsy. That's a good point. Snagsy for Rangers manager. Thanks. Cup previews, says Ross Livingston. That's a good question. Shall we talk about that? Cup previews?
Can do, mate. Before or after the sponsors?
I would do it after. All right.
Right. So let's just date the new fucking name we can jump on, because if you've got exclusives to tell people to, now they're all dick-teased. They want it.
Beth Perillo says, will Ryan Jack be back this season? Based on what I've seen so far, no.
I don't think so, no.
Absolutely not, and it's such a shame, but there you go. Would you take Steve Clarke as manager, says Matt Mitchell? Yes, I would love Steve Clarke as manager.
Yes.
For a guy, you know, we're looking at Derek McInnes, who had never beat Celtic, and now we've got Steve Clarke, who's got a shit Kilmarnock team with Chris Boyd in it that beat Celtic, and a guy that fucking put his hand on Scott's brown head and make him look an absolute fucking penis. I mean, come on.
That should be, see if we did about 20 million for him.
Put that in his CV, mate. Seriously. And folk are saying, you know, that's going to look bad that we're looking at a Kilmarnock manager. No, it fucking doesn't. Get a grip of yourself. He's a quality manager, clearly. Yeah. How will this affect the rest of the season? It won't, because, you know, we always look at one game at a time. So I think it'll affect the mindset off the back of that game, but it's how we prep and train for the coming game on Tuesday. See what I did there? We'll pretty much, you know, show what the reaction is going to be.
And my last, I want to just ask you a quick little question. See, after these sort of performances for Morelos, the Chinese window's still open. Would you sell him if there comes about a higher bid?
This is something I need to look into, because
we can sell him.
My understanding is when the Scottish window is closed, that's it. Because
really?
Yeah, because Morelos will still have to be deregistered
for your league.
Correct. So I'm not sure how that works. I'll need to find out. I've not really done any digging, to be honest, but I'll find out and come back to you.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Next aftermath, stay tuned.
I don't know at the moment. I need to ask about. So
No worries. All right, let's get the Spencer break done. Let's get it done, lads.
Spencer break?
Spencer break. Spencer Owen.
By that guy.
That's it. I've sold it now. It's now the Spencer break where I just play a video with Spencer Owen. Shout out to him. Too sweet. Right. Sponsor break, lads. Grab your refreshments, lads and ladies, because I know Beth's watching. So 3, 2, 1. Sponsor break. Yeah. Wait, I've already played the music yet. What a fucking noob you are, Snags. That was a trick. And you fell for it.
No, it didn't work, mate.
All right, okay. Sponsor break. Let's get a double clapping. Bang.
So my beer actually is called Green Bullet, just so you're aware. Blue label.
Then you bring that on this fucking channel.
I'm not going to say anything else. You can make your own minds up for what that means. I'm not fucking getting involved. I'm not getting involved in this. I see where you're going. Stop it. What was I going to say?
Drop your exclusives on us. For the people that stay to the very end, reward them.
Okay, so thanks for staying till the end. For those of you that know, obviously Rangers under 20s are not in the Colts League. They're travelling the world, playing teams like Valencia, beating teams like Valencia, Bayern Munich, Man City and stuff like that. Now, not only is that a fantastic way for us to showcase our talent, it's also a great avenue for the club to assess up-and-coming talent from all around Europe. So it's a fucking win-win situation. And also, cunts get to go on holiday. I mean, what's fucking not to love? Jordan Rossiter, by the way, obviously is playing with those guys to get his match fitness up, and hopefully we'll see him at some point before the end of the season. Fingers crossed. I really hope that happens. But anyway, off the back of that, I know, for example, when we played Man City, we were looking at their players, but they were looking at 2 of our players. Valencia, we're looking at 2 of their players. Bayern Munich, we're looking at 1 of theirs. So hopefully we should see some movement in the youth development squad over the next few months, which is super exciting. So that's what I wanted to tell you. I had a meeting at Ibrox on Saturday with Colin Stewart that runs the Rangers Lotto, and I can't stress how important it is for you to join the Rangers Lotto.
Absolutely.
Do you know, the thing that really annoys me is how much Celtic have harnessed it and are doing really well with it. I mean, it's a major source of income for Celtic Football Club, and Rangers are like, you know, about 40% off what Celtic are earning from it. So if that doesn't get you going and interested, you know, I don't know what will. Please get signed up, because do you like Ross McCrory? Yes. Do we want more Ross McCrorys? Yes, please. That's the way to do it. You sign up for the Lotto, the money gets handed over to the youth development.
All of it, yeah.
Absolutely all of it, which is fantastic. So, you know, get signed up and do it, because that is the future of the club. I can't stress that enough.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Pineapple Man, because he keeps asking.
Pineapple Man. Love it. So that's basically me done. I'm good. I'm good to go. And you ever want to tell them where they can find you on the old interwebs?
Oh, they know where to find me. We welcome the Chase podcast. We'll be recording on Tuesday, and I'm definitely doing a cooking video this week. I didn't do one last week because I was busy with other stuff, but I'm definitely going to do one this week. I'm going to be making tom yum soup. So if you like hot and sour soup for the Chinese, this is the shit, because it snags his own little twist on it. You'll love it. So we're doing a pod on Wednesday, which is good, because obviously we've got a game on Tuesday, so we can review that and then look towards the trip to Ayr on Sunday.
Decent indeed, mate. And obviously, I've been Saging over 92. Go and find them. Go and subscribe to the We Welcome the Chase podcast. That is where they are. And yeah, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to be smashing a like button and tell me what your overall thoughts on the video. That'd be tidy. I've been Saging over 92. That's been Snags. Thank you for watching, and bye.